Our next award is a special selection from one of our show sponsors, Ridgeline Lubricants.
All right, so we're here with David Garcia, the 2024 Ridgeline's Finest Award winner with his 1935 Oldsmobile. Now, Dave, there's so much going on that I want to talk to you about, from the car itself to your Oldies Car Club, which is absolutely killing it. Everything that represents, and especially like even your display here just stands out from the car club over anything else in the show this year. Why don't we start off with the car? Tell me a little bit about this Olds.
So this car is a 1935 Olds. It was actually purchased from the original owner because he had one when he was a kid, and he didn't have money to, I guess, fix it up. So his dad said to him, "Hey, you got to get rid of it. It's on my driveway. You need to scrap it." He scrapped it, and he was heartbroken ever since. So I saw it posted, and I needed to have it, and
you jumped right on it, and here it is. We were talking about this earlier. One of the differences, you don't see a lot of younger guys, younger generations, in cars like this. What sort of drew you into this style and this era?
At the time, I was very young. I didn't have enough money, and I always needed a way. I wanted to find a way to stand out. I didn't know that this was as expensive as it can be, but it definitely worked. I stood out.
And now, the style of what you sort of approach, accessories, elegance, tell me a little bit about that.
There's a lot of Mexican American people in the club, and they're very meticulous, let's say, with how they dress, with the accessories, and you know what I mean? So I guess a lot of that, it was an influence for us.
So let's talk quickly about your setup. Why do you think it's critical to not only just bring the cars and have them dressed up, but your entire display?
It's definitely the people and the kids. And like I've said before, I was once that kid. Like I was once that kid walking up to these displays, to these cars, and just looking and thinking like, wow, like one day, one day I'm gonna find my way and find a way to be doing that. And sure enough, I did. You
don't realize the impact you've made on somebody 10 years down the road when all of a sudden they're focused on that and they're growing up and saying, man, I want to be like Dave Garcia and his 35 Olds, and that's huge. And I love that you guys really have a big focus on that.
For sure. Actually, I have an exact moment of when I said like, hey man, low riding, like I want to do this. I remember walking down the street. It was sort of a downhill, and in the distance I heard like a loud scraping, and I'm just looking around like, what is that? And I remember turning around and seeing like this car. It was a Lincoln, and it had hydraulics, and the guy had the front dropped all the way, the back was raised up, and it just sparks flying, and when I saw that as a kid, I was like, I want to do that.
Sold.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Hey, I really appreciate it. Congratulations again on winning this year's award. Couldn't go to a better person, a better club, the entire package. So congratulations, David. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. It was an honor.